Hello Aries, a very warm welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot. We are doing the reading for the month of April. Let's see what April has in store for Aries. I'll take out 4 cards, one for each week. Let's see. Just give me a minute. Okay, so let's begin. That's your first week card. Second week, I've got exactly 4 cards. Third week and the fourth week of April. Let's see what's in the first week for you. We have consult a nutritionist. It's primarily to do with food and anything which nurtures you. You need a little expert advice on something, on something which is very, very important for your well-being and your health. It could be a thought, it could be an activity, it could be very simply, food, as this card is saying. But there is something you need advice on, you need a little help with, or probably, you just need a little change in perspective to something. That you need somebody to step in and, guide you through something. Let's see what this is about. 7 of Swords. See, you're running away from something, Aries. You don't want to look at it. So in the first week of April, moving away, rather, running away from it is not going to really be the answer. You need to look back at the past. Something about your past you're escaping. You don't want to take a look. You might feel that, okay, let me put it this way. You might feel that, you made a choice. You did something, you opted for something, and down the line you realize that that wasn't the right thing you should have done. But you do feel that it's okay, it was in the past, whatever has happened, just let me move on. But there is something about it, which you cannot avoid or escape. You got to look back at it and find your closure, and then only can you move on. Because there is something with this nutrition card and the past. It's about something which is probably draining you of energy. There is something which is very clearly, there is something which is gnawing at your well-being, whether it is physical well-being, mental, emotional, spiritual. There is something you're running away from. It's going to be different for all of you, but it is very, very crucial to your well-being, and it is something which is either very important for you to nurture it, or it is very important for you to get closure to it, so that you can start living healthy, so that it's not eating up your energy, it's not eating up your time, it's not eating up your effort. So don't look at it squarely in the eye, and then you will start seeing the light at the end of this entire problem. Okay, and for that, it would be a good idea to take somebody's help. Oh, this card has come out. Let's see. So you got the Queen of Cups here. So it could be somebody, who's very emotionally mature, who's got a lot of good and deep insight, who's also maybe, you could be knowing somebody who is a little psychic, right? They have those abilities. They have the ability to tap into, deeply into the core of issues. And also it means that, you need to be a little more, not a little more, a lot more compassionate towards, what's happening in your life and how it is affecting you. So for some of you, it could be actually a lady or a person who is very emotional, who is very sensitive, and who has that depth, to look at things. And it's also to do with your own emotional well-being, right? So don't avoid it. It's time to go ahead with it in the first week of April. It'll be a good opportunity to explore at this point in time, and get your closure for it. Second week of April, we have Easy Does It. So in the first week, probably you will be you'll be probably toying with this idea. You might be exploring it a little bit. You need to talk to somebody about what to do, how to do, and whatever it is. In the second week, this is going to be a process which is not going to happen immediately. You need to be a little patient with what is working, how is it working, when will it work out. The entire thing you need to take it step by step and not rush into anything. And if you are looking at going ahead with something, the results will also take a little time. I mean, it would be a good idea not to have very high expectations, but rather be with the flow of things. All right, so I feel with these cards, probably in the first week, when you really zero in on what it is about things for you, you might feel that, all right, I've got a grip on it, I've got a handle on it, you've got a little more insight about things. So now it's going to be, very easy for me to wrap it up completely and to start anew, to clear up my mind. But with the Five of Cups over here, there is that emotional debris needs to be processed and released. It's not going to happen overnight, Aries. I mean, you're a sign which, as it is, has a hasty temperament. You jump into things and you expect the results to come out equally fast. I mean, that's your nature. But that is why this card says that certain things are a process. You have to go step by step, to get the entire understanding of things and the entire thing getting wrapped up. It's not a destination which is like you can accomplish really really fast. You need to be a little patient with that, and you need to let things happen also. And there is a lot of emotional stuff you need to process. You will get the clarity, you will have that, you will be able to cut through the confusion, no doubt. And you will be able to see that you are going to come out of it. You can put an end to this entire whatever it is, but it is going to take time. You need to process your emotions. Don't rush with that, Aries. Take your time with that, because one thing is there with the Ace of Swords, to get that clarity in your thought and in your mind, that yes, I figured a lot for myself. But that emotional processing is not as easy and does not come as quickly as new thoughts can. Emotions take a little more time to deal with. In the third week of April, we have the acceptance card here, right? Because see, it is a tough journey, these kind of things, I can quite understand it. But that is why you need to take your time. We can't accepting or acceptance of what has happened in the past and what we did and the repercussions of that on us and on others concerned. It to accept everything takes time. And the more you start processing this, more stuff is likely to come out also, because we need to really go back to something, and then we realize that if that happened in the past, what was the root cause for me going through that thing. Then you go back a little further, you go back a little further. So all of that takes a little time, and then once you start doing that, it's time to accept everything very wholeheartedly. Eight of Pentacles, the Dreamer. You've got some big cards coming in your reading this time in the month of April, Aries, right? So it's, you are in that energy, you are in that phase where you have to leave this behind. There is going to be some change and transformation for you, obviously, because once you've identified what you're going to work with, what it is that you're dealing with, you will be putting in that effort. You will accept that you need to change things. You will need to also accept that you're ending things. You need to accept that you need to start on a new road, and that is going to bring about a lot of changes within you, so that you can end and begin something. It does not happen without inculcating some new ideas, new thoughts, new feelings, new perspectives. Without that, the transformation is not going to happen. You need to break down certain patterns for yourself, certain behaviors for yourself, in order to let go of whatever you need to, and to accept something new for yourself. Because when the old is breaking down, what is it that you're going to construct anew? That's the Dreamer card. It gives you that clear space, the open space, that all right, something is gone, it's over. But now what are you going to do with that space? Because there is never a vacuum, there is nothing empty, so to say. Something comes up automatically in that. You need to be very careful of what you're going to work towards. What is it, the change that you want to see for yourself? So be open to letting go, and also be open to accepting of new things. What is it that the new you want to create for yourself? What you want to change? Be open to that change. Whether it is that internal change, for some of you, it could even be that external change. Things change in your environment and circumstances, all because of, how you're healing, closing things for yourself. So be open to, whatever comes for each one of you. 4th week of April, this is going to be somewhere around the 23rd onwards. We've got change physicians. Let's see. Eight of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Very clearly in the last week of April, Aries, you will definitely leave behind all the confusion. You'll come out of it clearly. You'll have that sense of victory, accomplishment, and knowing fully well that you are not going to go back, to that past, because you've wrapped it up. You have accepted what has happened. You have been in the flow of things. You're ready to move on with the Dreamer card over here. You're ready to leave, something which was, you're ready to close certain doors and you're willing to open new ones for yourself. It's going to make you feel very good. Change physicians here, I feel, be ready for that big change which is going to come for you towards the end of the month. And whatever it is that you want to, move towards, be clear in your, once you get that clarity that I'm leaving behind something, obviously one would want to go towards something, because I think within the 3rd and 4th week, you will know where you are headed. And with the Knight of Swords, it's time to be, a little brave and pursue what you really want to do. Okay, because you get that sense of victory that you've been able to accomplish something which has been bothering you. You've accomplished an ending, you've started a beginning. That sense of victory, enthusiasm with the Six of Wands over here, and that it's time to move forward. So move forward with a lot of clarity you've got, and be open to this change which you have brought about for yourself, right? So it's going to be I personally feel it's just like first 15 days or so, it's going to be a lot of processing, a lot of working on it. But after that, once things start unraveling, it's going to become very easy. You just need to be in the flow and just kind of just go with the flow. It'll all happen. That is for sure, with this 4th week set of cards. So it's I think it's going to be something which is going to make you feel very relieved, very happy, and a big change is in the offing for you in the month of April, Aries, right? So with that, I'll wrap up your reading. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.